Good afternoon, everyone. Today is Friday, July 17th, 2026 at 13:38, and today we have our Day 2 outlook to look at for today, and it is not good. I will say that. On my side, it's not good. Let's get right into it here. Tomorrow we have an enhanced risk that encompasses northeastern Ohio, parts of southern New York State, much of Pennsylvania, much of New Jersey, much of Delaware, and much of Maryland, including Washington, D.C., and northeastern Virginia. We have a slight risk that encompasses parts of eastern New York State, western Vermont, western Massachusetts, western Connecticut, going back through parts of southern Delaware and eastern Maryland, much of Virginia, parts of northern and western Maryland as well, northern West Virginia and central West Virginia, going into northern North Carolina, parts of much of Ohio actually, um, southern Michigan, much of Ohio, much of Indiana, and eastern Illinois. And we have a marginal risk that encompasses parts of central Michigan, southeastern Wisconsin, central to western Illinois, parts of southeastern Iowa, northeastern Missouri, central Illinois, parts of southwestern Indiana, central to eastern Kentucky, parts of southern West Virginia, western Virginia, eastern to northeastern Tennessee, much of North Carolina, northeastern Georgia, and northern South Carolina, going back through parts of eastern Connecticut, all of Rhode Island, eastern Massachusetts, parts of central to northern Vermont, and southern New Hampshire. So we have those areas under a marginal risk. We also have parts of central to southwestern Montana and northeastern Idaho also under a marginal risk. So let's go ahead and see what we've got for tomorrow. Philadelphia, Baltimore, Washington, D.C., and Cleveland and Pittsburgh having the enhanced. New York, Detroit, Indianapolis, Columbus, and Virginia Beach have slight, and Chicago, Charlotte, Boston, Louisville, and Lexington Fayette under the marginal. So let's go ahead and see what we've got for tomorrow. Tomorrow we have a 5% tornado threat that encompasses northeastern Ohio, much of Pennsylvania, much of New Jersey, much of New York State. We have a 2% tornado risk that encompasses parts of eastern New York State, western Vermont, western Massachusetts, much of Connecticut, and going into parts of southern Delaware, eastern Maryland, parts of central Maryland as well, Washington, D.C., parts of southwestern Pennsylvania, including my area. I'm not quite in the 5%. Northern Panhandle, West Virginia, central to northern Ohio, southeastern Michigan, and northern Indiana. So we have those areas under a 2% tornado risk for tomorrow. We have New York, Philadelphia, Cleveland, Newark, and Buffalo under the 5%, and Detroit, Columbus, Baltimore, Washington, D.C., and Pittsburgh under the 2%. So for the 5% area, we could see an EF1 tornado possible tomorrow. 2%, we could see an EF0 tornado possible tomorrow, so please be mindful of that. Going into the wind threat for tomorrow, here's what is going to knock my power out. So here's what's going to knock out my power tomorrow. We have a 45% that encompasses northeastern Ohio, much of Pennsylvania, much of New York State, much of New Jersey, much of Delaware, much of Maryland, and Washington, D.C., and northeastern Virginia. We have a 30% wind risk that encompasses parts of southwestern Pennsylvania, western Maryland, northeastern Virginia, eastern Maryland, extreme southern Delaware, going into parts of extreme northeastern New Jersey, eastern New York State, going back through parts of northeastern and central Ohio. We have a 15% that encompasses parts of southeastern and southern Michigan, eastern Illinois, much of Indiana, much of Ohio, northern Kentucky, central to northern West Virginia, and central to southern Virginia and northern North Carolina. We have a 5% that encompasses parts of central Michigan, southeastern Wisconsin, southeastern Iowa, much of Illinois, northeastern Missouri, parts of southwestern Indiana, central to eastern Kentucky, southern West Virginia, western Virginia, northeastern and eastern Tennessee, much of North Carolina, northern South Carolina, and northeastern Georgia. So we have those areas under a 5%. We also have a 5% wind risk over here for parts of central to southwestern Montana and northeastern Idaho. So we have those areas under a 5% for tomorrow. So we have Philadelphia, Baltimore, Washington, D.C., Cleveland, and Pittsburgh under the 45%. New York, Detroit, Toledo, Jersey City, and Yonkers under the 30%. Indianapolis, Columbus, Virginia Beach, Raleigh, and Cincinnati having the 15%. And Chicago, Charlotte, Boston, Louisville, and Lexington Fayette under the 5%. I'm honestly surprised that none of this is hatched. So for the 45% area, we could see 85-mile-per-hour wind gusts, maybe even 90-mile-per-hour wind gusts possible tomorrow. 30% we could see 80 to 85-mile-per-hour wind gusts possible tomorrow. 15% we could see 60 to 75-mile-per-hour wind gusts possible tomorrow, and there's the reset. 5% we could see 60 to 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts possible tomorrow, so please be mindful of that. Going into the wind threat for tomorrow, or hail threat for tomorrow, we have a 5% that encompasses northeastern Idaho and southwestern to central Montana. We also have a 5% over here that encompasses eastern Illinois, northern Indiana, southeastern and southern Michigan, northern Ohio, much of Pennsylvania, much of Maryland, Washington, D.C., northeastern Virginia, all of Delaware, all of New Jersey, much of New York, actually all of New York, much of New York State, western Connecticut, western Massachusetts, so we have those areas under a 5% hail risk for tomorrow. We have New York, Philadelphia, Detroit, Baltimore, and Washington, D.C. under the 5%, so we could see 1 to 2 inch downward hail possible in the 5% areas tomorrow. So going into the summary for tomorrow, it says severe thunderstorms are expected across portions of the Ohio Valley and lower Great Lakes into the mid-Atlantic and Northeast, mainly Saturday afternoon into the evening. Some threats may linger into late Saturday night. So I do really hope that you stay weather aware and stay safe tomorrow. There's tomorrow's hail risk. There's tomorrow's wind risk. There's tomorrow's tornado risk. And there's tomorrow's Day 2 outlook. So I do really hope that you stay weather aware and stay safe tomorrow. Even if you are under the marginal risk, you still want to remain weather aware and safe, as you never know what these storms could do in the marginals. Anyway, I do really hope you have a great rest of your day. Take today to prepare for tomorrow, and I will go over this outlook again tomorrow morning when it becomes Day 1. In the meantime, stay weather aware, stay safe, and take care.